All right. Well, thank you everybody for joining, whoever's watching the recording, and we're going to have guests joining a little bit later. I'd like to say again, thank you. Today's topic is love, because this is the month of February, and we have Valentine's coming up, and I wanted to do this workshop and talk about hypnotherapy for love and connection, how to love and how to be loved. We know that what's really, really important is we know that for okay, somebody's trying to join here, but they're having an issue. Give me just 1 second. Hold on. All right, so we're back. Love, hypnosis for love and connection. We do know that there is a ton of research out there that points to a very simple fact that having quality connections, meaningful connections, is important. It's important, and studies have shown that at the end of the life, people that have had meaningful connections, fulfilling relationships, they feel a lot happier. But it's not just about the end of life, right? It's also about today. We want to feel happier at the end of the day, when we are content with our relationship with our kids, family members, colleagues, clients, when there is a sense of deeper connection, there's a sense of deeper satisfaction. And also connection, authentic connections, they prolong life. So this is very good for our overall health. Connection also means love, right? Connection is love, and disconnect means no love. So if you really think about your connections in life, when you connect with somebody, authentically connect, there's a sense of kind of flow that is happening, right? Sometimes there are things that can come in the way of that flow, like I'm scared to say something, or I'm afraid to hurt them, or I don't know if I can tell my truth, or something about, what if I say something, I will lose them. So there's just a lot of things that come in the way, right? But you want to connect. And when there's this true connection, this fearless true connection, then there's joy of rapport. It feels good. It can be with the romantic relationships, it can be with professional relationships, with your, again, colleagues, or even with your audience, or with your readers, right? When there's this true connection, comes from a place of truth. Now, there are times when we don't like somebody, or maybe even that sense of hate, right? Wanting to end relationships. That's the disconnect, right? We want to disconnect from somebody, right? So there's no love anymore. There's no flow. And maybe it's okay to disconnect. Sometimes it's okay to let go and disconnect, right? We're really talking about here connection, and our ability to establish a secure connection with someone. So today I want to talk about some ingredients of this connection, and we're gonna use self-hypnosis at the end of this session just to help us really integrate these ideas. So the key ingredients for connection, and I already started talking about it. One of them is authentic relating, and there's a lot of conversation out there in the world in the last years. At least this is something that I'm noticing, the whole concept of AR, which is the authentic connection. Okay, let's see. Admit. Okay. So there's a few people that have joined. I wanted to say thank you for the rest. Thank you everybody for joining. Sorry, I just noticed that you guys were waiting on the side. I've already started the workshop. So again, thanks everybody. You can go ahead and mute yourself, then we can have a little conversation. And I'll just say a few things again. I'll repeat that today's workshop is for connection, hypnosis for love, how to love and how to be loved, because there are lots of studies out there that have shown to us that deeper, meaningful connections really make us happier at the end of life. But I also want to talk about how to feel happy today, not necessarily at the end of life, which is really important, right? studies also have shown that life prolongs when we have deeper, meaningful connections. So there are ingredients that I'd like to share here today for connection and how to build these connections. One of them is authentic relating, a very popular concept that I've seen around in the last years. It's called AR. Authentic relating means you are speaking from truth within yourself, right? However you're feeling, and therapists are really good at that, by being fully present in the moment, by noticing. I'm noticing you are feeling something that you're expressing such and such thing, and I noticed that may be something you're experiencing. I feel this, right? So you speak from the I point of view. I'm also feeling such and such. So you're just being really fully present. In other words, authentic relating is the absence of subtexts. There's no there's no veil. There's no double thinking. I'm going to do this so that they feel that, or I'm going to say that so that they react in a certain way. So there's none of that game playing there, right? Authentic relating is about being totally truthful, and that allows for a deeper connection. And we talked about at the very beginning how connection is love, disconnect is no love, right? Sometimes we choose to disconnect from people. We don't want to feel that connection and flow of love. And in reality, connection can happen between friends, colleagues, connection. It can happen with your clients. It can happen with people you work with. So it's just this connection, and it feels good. It feels good because it's a flow of energy, right? So this is what we're looking for. We want to find a way to enhance that flow of energy, right? We can call it love in a bigger scheme of things. Authentic relating is one element that can help us establish this connection. Authentic relating is a practice of freely expressing your true experience in the company of others, one-on-one or with a group of people. And expressing this way enables you to create connections that are really based on truly who you are, right? So on the essence of your being. If you're being true to yourself, the other person being true to themselves. So one thing I wanted to mention here is that, like I said, is that there is no subtext. You're truly communicating. You're not lying to yourself or the other person when you're communicating from your truth. You're being fully clear about things. What is the opposite? If you really think about what is the opposite of the authentic relating? It's either manipulating and being confused, being all over the place, right? You're not being clear and sober. At the very, very extreme, it's the, being a sociopath or a psychopath, right? There's a lot of confusion happening here. You can't build authentic relationship. That's why they say that sociopaths don't have a capacity for empathy, because you can't connect truly with this kind of condition. Okay, so we want to ask ourselves, always ask yourself, what is my truth right now, right? You see, as you're communicating with someone, there may be a little bit of confusion, you may be unsure, maybe even insecurity, but what is really true for me right now? What is really true? So bring yourself to the truth and communicate from your truth. And it's profound, it connects you to the other person amazingly. All right. And sometimes you can challenge another person to be authentic too. I noticed you said this, but 2 minutes you said, 2 minutes later, you said something different. It appears a little bit contradictory to me. I invite you to be authentic and speak from how you truly feel or see things. All right. So that's something that you can challenge the other person. You're actually giving them a gift of authentic relating. Okay. So stand your ground and being authentic. Part 2 that I would like to mention is rapport building. Okay. Building rapport with others. There are some certain skills that you can practice in building rapport, which is no judgment, no labeling. Obviously, that's a very mature communication with someone, and speaking mostly from I statements. Like I said earlier, the examples are: I'm noticing, I'm feeling, from my experience, from my point of view, as opposed to you are this, you that, and these are the kind of things that totally break rapport, right? The judgment or labeling. Active listening is so powerful. Some of you already know it. Active listening is about bottom lining. I hear you say this and that, and truly showing the other person that you are hearing them. That can truly improve rapport and connection, because at the end of the day, people want to be seen, they want to be heard. Okay, so that's active listening. So we have authentic relating, we have rapport building techniques, and we have this amazing quality, something that I absolutely love, that is being a multi-perspective person. There's a skill, it's really truly a skill, being able to see points of view of other people, right? Someone you're talking to, you're able to see their point of view before jumping strictly onto your own point of view. Some of you may know Robert Keegan, who's the adult development theorist, and he pointed out 5 stages of development. And the last 5th stage of development is the stage where you are able to see multiple points of view. And this is a stage where very little conflict can happen. And if it does happen, you're able to mitigate it. So just very quickly, the first stage is the imperial stage, and you might notice that's the second stage. You might notice some like toddlers. They're usually in that stage of development where everything is just from their point of view. As they grow up, they begin to notice how others people feel. Mommy or daddy, I notice you feeling this way, and they can kind of begin to feel the energy of their parent, right? But at the very beginning, as they're growing up, there's always just mine, it's mine, it's mine. So sometimes adults tend to act in this imperial as a stage of development. So again, we want to make sure that we're always moving into the there's another one, the interpersonal, the 3rd stage. Then we have the institutional, and then we have this inter-individual stage, which is the 5th order. And this is I see in my point of view and other perspectives simultaneously and systematically, which allows me to continuously become more expansive and inclusive, right? This is where the power of inclusion that is so important. Nowadays, people talk about being inclusive. And we can start thinking this way, where through presence, through authentic relating, we can really challenge ourselves to see the point of view of another person. It's like having multiple angles, right? Multiple angles of viewing the situation, not just your own point of view. Maybe some of you heard of the spiral dynamics developmental model, and there are various stages through which the societies move, countries move as they develop, and also historically human beings move as we develop, and also we as individuals from the very beginning, as we are born, we move into adulthood. And part of that development is going from the individual, and into the community, right? I and community. So it's okay to be thinking individually. I need to go to school. I need to develop myself, and then move into the community. How does my tribe feel? How is my family feeling? How is my community feeling? So that's really, really important. Seeing their points of view. Okay, being multi-perspective person. Okay, so does anybody have any comments or questions about these things, or wanted to add anything? You can go ahead and type in a chat box here, and I'm happy to answer anything, because very soon we are going to go into a meditation, hypnotherapeutic meditation, short meditation, to help us become more present, to help us connect with our truth, and to help us have a confident, truthful communication and connection with those around us. And if there's anything that ever comes in the way of that connection, we want to be able to dissolve these obstacles and blockages. that don't allow us to connect with others, whether it's personality traits or any insecurities or fears, or even for some lack of experience in connecting. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable if there's no experience. It can also get in the head, and we can overthink ourselves, right? So, all right. So if there are someone else has joined, and I'd like to say that there is a recording of my talk. So whoever has joined, you can rewatch that. And we are going to go into meditation. Make sure everybody's muted, to a comfortable, peaceful, loving meditation to connect with our inner love. Okay, so you guys can go ahead and settle in, get comfortable. Make sure your feet are on the floor. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and close your eyes. And take a nice and long and deep breath in. Exhale slowly and gently. And as you allow yourself to breathe and relax, notice what's happening in your head. If there are any thoughts that are popping in, whatever there may be. And now gently move your attention into your body. Notice if there's any tension or discomfort. Adjust yourself if you need. Let all tension go. And silently in your own mind, repeat these words very slowly. My arms are relaxed and heavy. And just imagine and notice as if your arms are growing much more relaxed and heavy. And gently move your attention all the way down into your legs, and silently in your own mind only say the words, my legs are relaxed and heavy. And just imagine as if your legs are growing heavier, much more relaxed, grounded. And become aware of that sense of gravity. That natural sense of gravity as you're being drawn and attracted to the ground. The earth is the magnet. And again, pushing all and any thoughts further away in the distance. Moving your attention into your breath. And just notice how as you inhale through your nose, perhaps the air is a bit cooler than the air which you breathe out. Just naturally settling in into the moment, right here, right now. Each passing second, becoming calmer, relaxed, embracing the state of complete thoughtlessness. And you may notice all the things that are taking place in your body as you bring your awareness into the life in your body. Perhaps becoming aware of your blood circulating throughout the veins, moving through your body. like a mighty river. How there's no obstruction. Your heart is beating naturally, effortlessly, dynamically. And all else is working and functioning. The body's performing its natural functions. As you continue to drift and relax, we'll slowly count from 20 and down. I want to invite you to imagine yourself at perhaps the top of the staircase. And as if you're taking the steps down, for some people it's easy to imagine the staircase. For others, it can be a little bit challenging. If it's challenging, don't worry, just think about the numbers. 20. And as you need to adjust yourself, anyone. 19. Drifting deeper with each number. Deeper, relaxed. 18. Drifting, comfort and ease. Peaceful, quiet relaxation. 17. Taking the steps down. And 16. Deep, relaxed. All sounds fade away. 15. 14. 1, 4. I'm curious if you could, in your own mind, add another 0 to 140. It will look like 140. And 139, deep, relaxed. 138, way down. 137, nothing to think about. Simply unwind. 136, feeling positive, knowing that there are things to do once we're done. Perhaps places to go. Certain things to do in a house. 14, 13, 12, and now's the time to just let go and stay fully present. Next number down, and the next number, whatever the number, drifting deeper and deeper, quite relaxed. You may see the numbers on your own, and soon you'll reach all the way to number 1. And when that happens, in just a few short moments, or maybe for some of you already now, you can imagine yourself being at the very bottom of the staircase, the doors in front of you, and wonder if you touch the handle of that door, would it be metallic or wooden or plastic? And if you were to press down, gently down, open the door forward or towards you, as you do, you enter a beautiful garden. Beautiful garden. You can smell the scent of the grass, lush green grass, and the trees and flowers, and maybe even hear the sound of water, a little stream of water, like the tiny little brook. And you can get comfy and more relaxed as you settle down, maybe on the bench or simply on the grass. You can lay down or sit down comfortably with your eyes closed, breathing in and out, comfort and ease, deep, relaxed. And as I speak gently the words and suggestions, they settle in deeper and deeper within your mind and your unconscious. Sounds fade away no matter what they are, comfortable and easy. Suggestions are simple words, ideas, ways of being, allowing you to think more positively about how you relate to the world around you, and most especially to the people around you. Can be in a relationship or not. Relationships are all around. As you allow yourself to build relationships, continue to build relationships, you may give yourself permission to have deeper connections, more meaningful connections, whatever it means to you personally and specifically, whether it means to speak more truthfully and be more present or mindful, maybe learning a way to speak that is different from how it used to be, or maybe just enhancing on some of your inequalities already. Deeper, meaningful connections, relating truthfully and authentically, being more present, more aware, more awake, and knowing how, if for any reason there's anything that comes in a way of having connections, like a thought pattern, or maybe an old sensation, or inner judgment, criticism, or even fear. Anything that comes in the way of that connection, you can slowly push away these other things that come in the way and let them dissipate as you gently surrender them moment by moment, moment by moment in your communication. And you are developing a profound ability to jump into being more positive, especially when communication gets a little tight or uncomfortable or challenging, as if you're willing and able to change the state of mind so very quickly, almost like you were to turn on the light or turn it off. You're able to turn up the light and lighten up through deep breathing, establishing comfort within you, comfort in your body, relaxing your body as you communicate with another. Knowing that as you always speak from your truth and comfort, you feel safe, you feel comfortable. There's nothing to lose, there's nothing to run away from, there's nothing to hide, and nothing to protect even. Your truth is strong. Your truth is keeping you safe, confident. So in the days ahead, you'll find yourself in your unique way to challenge any patterns of communication that used to get in the way, or simply enhance those incredible, already innate, natural qualities that you have, having meaningful connections, relationships, improving yourself quite naturally in your own magnificent way. As you allow these ideas and suggestions within your mind, feeling comfortable all around in your mind and body. Move your attention back into your breath. Inhale deeply and exhale. In a few short moments, when you open up your eyelids, you can allow yourself a new sense of feeling, perhaps a bit more excited, grateful, upbeat, truly believing in yourself and your abilities to connect and continue to have more meaningful, fulfilling connections and relationships. It's just so easy and natural now. You are able to build rapport with people you meet by being present, speaking from I. You're able to see other people's points of view naturally through presence, mindfulness, as if you were becoming them for a short moment. Even if some of that view is contradicting to you or not agreeing with it, you're able in just a few short moments to jump into their shoes, into their head, and see things from their perspective. And when you do, you realize you put them at ease. They know you hear them. They know you see how they see. So as you actively listen, you may show them that you've heard them, have seen their point of view, naturally, establishing a better, deeper connection. And that's right. Becoming a multi-perspective person at your own pace, in your own way. All-inclusive, able to handle any disconnect or conflict. Present, comfortable, at ease, easily articulating and expressing yourself. Calm and relaxed. Calm and relaxed. And once again, in the days ahead, if there's anything that comes in the way of these connections, you're able to challenge yourself, challenge thought, belief, and pattern, and release it, release it, release it. Feeling confident, safe, calm, and relaxed. Let these suggestions continue to integrate within the mind, your awareness, your experience. As I slowly count from 1 up to 5, on the count of 5, you can open up your eyes and come back right here, right now, feeling refreshed as if you've taken a good, nice, recharging nap. 1, 2, feeling good, and 3. And number 4, eyelids refreshed. Your body is come back to being here right now, refreshed, energized. 5. When you're ready, open up your eyelids and come back right here, right now. Feeling good at your own pace, slowly returning. And welcome back, everybody. Thank you for your attention. And if you have any suggestions, comments, or questions, you can type them in before we end. You can always reach out to me by email and tell me how you feel, if you have any questions. And thank you again for joining. And remember, there's a recording. And also, if some of you are still not a member of HypnoCloud, you can join. There's a special code for a free month. HypnoCloud.com. I'm wishing everybody a wonderful and beautiful day ahead. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you soon. Reach out to me anytime. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Is it okay if I email you then, Elena? Yeah, about
100%.
and ask you a couple of questions and that, yeah?
Yes. Email me right now and I'll respond.
Brilliant. Thank you very much. It was lovely. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Thank you.